Okay, well, welcome back. I am here today actually to do a mystery bag unbagging that I got from my local thrift store. This is Curry with Cherished Relics Boutique. I do part-time sales of jewelry on in my eBay store, which is also called Cherished Relics Boutique, as well as YouTube private sales that you can get information on from any of my videos except the first one. You can look in the description part of the video, of any of the videos, and it has contact information for me if you were interested. Just couldn't live without any particular piece of jewelry that you see in any of my videos. You can reach out that way. And of course, you're welcome to, ask any questions that you have as well. So that being said, I got this jewelry bag. One of the local thrift stores here in Pittsburgh that I go to a lot is called Red, White, and Blue Thrift. And this particular bag was not on sale. I paid full price for it, almost 40 bucks. I weighed it when I got home and it's 7.2 pounds. But I just thought I'd give you some initial thoughts. Kind of the reason I decided to get it, there were a few things that popped out as a reason. One being this box, whatever it is, an open box of Monet. I also saw in here some actual glass beads. And I believe, or maybe I had bought two bags. Maybe it was the other bag. I saw one of those, silver spoon rings that people make from the spoon. Yeah, but I don't know what I'm going to find. What I am going to do, though, is take this and pour it out into a plastic tub because it's just easier to navigate and I don't have to tear and pull at the jewelry. I can spread it out more in order to look at it with you. So if you give me a second, I'm gonna, open this up and put it in, this plastic tub and we'll get started. Get started on this stuff. Yes, it would be nice if I happened to show up and there was still jewelry bags there when they were, 25% off or half off. But unfortunately, the stuff, our jewelry store, the bags, when they go out, they just go. They just get, people buy them up immediately. But you know what? Here's my question of the day. What do you think? Can you tell we're from Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh Penguins. That's funny. Those are, they literally feel like half-cut pieces of ping pong balls. They're that cheap. Cracks me up. Okay, so give me a second. I'll come back to you. Okay, so I got my, ring sizer. I've got my magnet. I've got my tape measure. I've got my jeweler's loop. I've got my Presidium gem tester plugged in and ready to go. And my guess is it was probably a Christmas gift for somebody. Obviously a Christmas something, because there you go. It appears to be a, enameled angel. Anyways, there you go. I do like the teal color variations, and you can see some sort of, textured and pattern thing going on in the gown of this angel. And of course, you've got your maker's mark right there, Monet. It obviously is in excellent condition with its safety class because it has been in the box and has literally probably never been worn. So that's good for whoever decides to buy. What I do want to do, though, is grab a handful of this that I can bring into the screen so I don't have to reach over to the bag every 2 seconds to get stuff to show you. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh, okay, so it appears we have a tie clip, and I do not see a name on it. It is monogrammed with the letter C for curry. Of course, I don't wear ties though, but anyways, but it's in pretty good condition. So there's that. We just have a generic male silver tone watch here. It says SKC China. I'm not sure what that brand that is, but it doesn't look like a very, you know, expensive or fancy watch or anything. So this guy I did see on the outside of the bag, and he's really nice. This is a Christmas pin, clearly. Okay, our enameled nutcracker here. Love it. I actually collect nutcrackers, so if there's something that I'd keep that was ever a pin, it might be this one. This is in great condition, enameled with a little bit of rhinestone buttons there. He's holding a rifle. At attention, so that's nice. I'm not going to take this out of the bag, but it's just a keychain. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and thou shalt direct thy paths. Proverbs 3, 5 for 6. Oh, that's one of my favorite verses. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord God with all thy heart, and lean not into your own understanding. In all ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Clearly, this was a different version. So, there you go. A little bit of churchy going on here. I have never seen this brand of a watch, but it is definitely colorful and unique. It is actually in really good condition for it being like a plastic watch. The battery doesn't seem to be working, but I definitely will look it up. It says it's very hard to read it because of the texture on the back, but it says Takumi, but that's cool. It's definitely colorful. Okay. Don't know what's in this. It's a mystery. Okay, the box says Anson. This has obviously been used. Lost a lot of its gold tone. It's wearing off. It's a money clip. Oh, it works just fine. It doesn't clip tight very well if you don't have very much money in there. I'm just double checking that there's nothing under there. So there's that. As we go, any earrings that I get, I'm just going to put back here, and I'll get to those at the end, whether it's probably the next video. Okay, those are cute little Christmas earrings. I don't know that I need to take it out of their plastic because I think you can see it just fine. Enameled Santa Claus is waving. And possibly, let's look closely, giving us a thumbs up. I think that is, in fact, what Santa's doing. But anyways, there's that. Seeing some more tie clips going on here. Okay. Clearly, I would say this is more, I guess this is a female necklace, but it's also, maybe a male could wear it too. It's pretty neutral. It is definitely not sterling. And I'm guessing it's probably about 24 inches. Okay, this chain is approximately 24 inches. So yeah. So that neutral colored chain is looking like that. It's sort of got a wood accent there in that little trapezoidy, pyramid-y looking dangle. No maker's mark or anything. So there you go. I think, and now I'm going to look it up because I don't want to say it wrong. I think, aren't these like Italian charm bracelets? Something, because I know people can buy like individual things to put on. And I've gotten a lot of these pieces in different mystery bags that I've done. But there you go. I see these a lot. I don't know how valuable they are. Maybe sometimes they come in sterling silver, and that would obviously make them more valuable. But let me click on shopping. Let me see if they're valuable. Nothing to write home about. But anyways, okay, so this one looks like it's in really good condition. And the charms that are on it right now appear to be an S. And I guess that's a SpongeBob SquarePants. Is that who that is? I don't know. No other jewels or no other charms are on that one. Okay. Here we have a multi, if you want to call it multi-strand, it's sort of, because you've got this part that hangs in the middle, and then you've got this part. That's why I'm calling it multi-strand. Necklace. There is no brand on this gold tone necklace. Orange. It does have a 2-inch extender. Now, when I measure this, I never measure the extender, so just so you know. No brand that I see. For all I know, it's paparazzi, but it looks a little bit vintage to me. I know that lobster claw clasps can still be vintage, and it is 17 inches. All right. More information than you really care about, but there you go. A vintage little statement necklace. Now these are cute. Wow. I don't know if those are actual rose gold or copper. They are not magnetic, so that's a good sign. We've got a red, a green, a purple, and then a rhinestone in the center. I will test these real quick. Let me also look under my jeweler's loop and see if I see any. I'm just going to pop this in the screen for 1 second while I test these for you. It's probably plastic or glass, which I'm right. And honestly, yeah, they're pretty, but, well, they might be glass, because that thing would not move if it was plastic, and it is moving a little bit. So my guess is it's glass with probably either a rhinestone, clear stone, or a cubic zirconia. Usually cubic zirconia goes up a little higher than that. But, you know, those are really colorful, and I do definitely like the rose gold color to them. So those are nice. I don't think they're really worth much money, but they're new and nice. Okay, this is an interesting bracelet we got going on here. This is kind of the toggle, like the part that hangs off. I would say this is definitely a vintage bracelet. We've got a fold over clasp here, but this is probably like stainless steel or something. Well, okay, it is ever so slightly magnetic, but not tons. So I think I will still test that. So I'm going to be sure to put that in the stack for testing. It looks like we got another tie clip here. Yeah, that definitely says Anson. Gold tone, needs to be cleaned up. Her run-of-the-mill, everyday tie clip. All right, here appears to be a necklace of some type with maybe an inspirational quote. Would you like an adventure now, or would you like to have your tea first? Peter Pan. That's cute. It's got this, you know, brass chain with the lobster claw clasp. And my guess is this is probably 24 inches as well. Yes. You see, you get good at guessing the length of those. So anyways, yeah, there's not a brand on that, but it's in pretty decent condition. For any Peter Pan fans out there, that might be something you'd enjoy. Okay. Okay, I got some of these the other day. These little clip-on charms that you just clip on with a lobster claw clasp. I think it's just, you know, this piece is not magnetic, but this part is. Believe you can. Okay. Wow, I can't believe in what I grabbed out there that it was actually a pair of earrings that came together. Just surprising. But here are some vintage pierced earrings to show you. I got, you know, sort of a smooth gold tone as well as a textured gold tone oval ring. They kind of link into each other. And it hangs like that. I don't see any sort of, oh, except, oh, I have never seen this before. The actual back on it says Monet. A plastic bag. That is interesting. I've never seen that before. I'm shocked that the actual piece of jewelry doesn't say Monet. But I'm sure that these go with it because both of them are the same. Interesting. Well, anyways, I'm going to work on the assumption that those are in fact Monet. Look at here, another pair that came out together. In the teeny little bit I grabbed out of the box and they came together. Wow. So this is a black stone. It is cold, gold tone. I don't see a maker on there. It definitely has some verdigris going on that needs to be cleaned up there. But except for that, the physical earrings are in really good condition. They're quite nice. Okay. Okay. A very cheap, just a bracelet on a could see better days stretch bracelet elastic that is not super great. A little bit of, you know, red rhinestones in there. It had the filigree effect. It's okay. Well, I guess I can show these because these literally are just tie pins. So this tie pin is a music note. I don't see any sort of maker's mark. Here's another tie pin. A little bit of, around this oval silver tone, a little bit of a texture there. Yeah, I mean, but they're in pretty decent condition. This is not my gig. I don't like getting in the bag things that are like material or, you know, leather or things that, you know, bodily, you know, things could soak into. You know, like someone's oil that they wore 100 years ago, or, you know, somebody's smoke from their house, or the dog peed on it. I don't know. I just don't usually really like stuff that have, you know, leather or texture, unless it's like super nice. I don't know. It's not my favorite thing. But here we have what appears to be a multi-strand leather wrapped in, you know, cheap metal lobster claw clasp. Nothing, I'm not even going to measure it for you. It's something I would put in a craft lot. Okay. These are just pierced earrings. Magnetic. Just normal, you know, kind of gunmetal ball earrings. I don't know, maybe 10 millimeter. Okay, so you know what? Am I good or am I good? All right. Shut up, Curry. No one cares. Okay. Here we have, you know, and that kind of goes with all these material, you know, tassels that are on things too. I don't really love the material, but this particular tassel looks really new. And it's just a hanging down thing, looks something like that. on a very, very, very long chain. Look. But not that turquoise looking stone in there is not actual stone. And it's got about a 2-inch extender. I'm measuring to the bottom of the chain. I'm not measuring what hangs on the chain. This is about 30 inches. So some people like wearing that stuff, I guess. There you go. It looks like that. Oh, Tweety Bird. He's cute. Somebody will like him. Very cute. Here we have an enameled Easter pin, it appears to be. It's interesting because it looks like he hooks on something. It's definitely a pin. What you doing, Emma? How much you want to bet this says Jerry's? Giovanni. Wow. That's more of a well-known brand. This enameled Easter bunny with a floppy ear. I don't know what it's supposed to sit on. It's almost like it sits on your shirt and maybe it rests on your pocket. Like if you had like a pocket and then this kind of inserts into the pocket and the little arms hook over it. I don't know. Because you can see here that like, that's too thick, but let me find something that I can show you that. You see something would go in there, like it's resting on something, so I don't know. But he's nice. Definitely in good condition. Okay, well, we actually got 2 sets of earrings that have its match just like that. This is plastic ear spike dangle earrings. And definitely more plastic dangle earrings. Oh, I take that back. These are plastic, but these are glass or crystal because they're heavier and cold. Do not believe that the ear spikes are sterling silver, but they're not magnetic, so it's possible. I can test them later. Okay. Kind of decent. Okay, we've got a little stretch bracelet here with a gingerbread guy on it and a hang tag that says, I think it says Katie Loxton. I've never heard of that brand before, but it is a little heavier. I don't know. It's possible that it could be sterling because it's not magnetic and it's not light, you know, like if it was just cheap plastic beads it would be light, so I'll definitely test that. Okay, this is interesting because it's a sort of a charm kind of bracelet with all these sort of different, you know, shaped design discs here, but it's on both sides. It obviously reminds me of like Alex and Annie, but it's on both sides. So, but I don't see a brand, but it's in good condition. So that's interesting. So on this necklace here on a cord, I'm unclear if which side is supposed to be the front. I guess this side, because it's like it was intentionally textured like that. I'm guessing it's probably about 16 inches, not counting its extender. Not made out of a precious metal or anything. It's about 15 inches actually. And it's got a, you know, a 2-inch extender on this, you know, rose gold / copper. And I don't even think it's real copper. I just think it's, you know, colored that. It's cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Okay, well, this is a 1928 rhinestone necklace, it appears. It's actually, you can see how sparkly it is right there. Yeah, but it's still got its tag on here. 1928 boutique. I don't see what the original price was, but I could look that up. Gunmetal, hang tag 1928, lobster claw clasp, sort of a Y, one of those Y necklaces. So let me, again, when I measure here, I'm measuring from the clasp without the extender to the bottom of the necklace part before it has a dangle. That's the part. I'm not measuring the part that hangs down past that. So, just as I guessed, 16 inches. Let me see if I was clear about that. When I measure, this is where the Y is created here. I do not measure this part here. I imagine that it's just a single chain that ends here, and I measure all the way up to where the lobster claw clasp would hit its first little circle to hook into. And I don't measure the extender. I'll just tell you about the extender, which in this case is about 4 inches. So, but that's I don't know, that's a really good, nice necklace. Definitely can resell that. Just looks like a little vintage simple bead necklace with little gold tone separating beads in there. I think it's vintage. It's got a spring ring clasp, but it is really in good condition. But no hang tag or marks of any kind. I'm guessing this is about 22. Actually, it's about 23. 23 in length for that one there. Okay, we've got a memory bracelet here, twisting bracelet. It's actually got some cool beads on it there. These are plastic, but that's also plastic. But this is ceramic. It's cold. But the other ones aren't. So that's interesting. I guess that's a ring, like a stretchable ring, rhinestone ring. Okay, that's interesting. And I see another one. And I see another one. Holy moly. Did you wear them all together? I don't know. Let's see how it looks with 3. Maybe people would. It like wants to flip on me. I don't know. Maybe they would. Interesting. Okay. This appears to be a costume jewelry resembling a buckle with some rhinestones. It may have at one point been a little bit gold tone-ish and it rubbed off, or it could just be that it's been, I don't believe it's silver, but when you get even other type of metal things can get tarnishing. Maybe it's kind of changed color a little bit over time. I do not see any maker's mark in that ring, but it is about a 7 3/4, and it's looking like that. Okay. More lovely leather. I guess the times that I am not as bugged with material and leather and jewelry is when they look brand new. And this particular choker is New York, Jones, New York. And it's like literally a choker with an extender. And even the leather, if I can show you here close up. It looks brand new. It doesn't look like it's been worn by anybody. Even the back just looks brand new. So in that situation, I'm not as bothered with that. It's just one of those, you know, ball chain bracelets. Here we have another, you know, it's similar style to like a Alex and Ani kind of bracelet, but this is neat. It's got all these little inspirational discs on there. Be brave, be strong, be kind, be amazing, just be nice to people, you know, and it goes on like that. The size of that bracelet, this is is in fact approximately 8 inches. Okay. Here we have definitely a vintage gold tone necklace. Needs to be cleaned up a little bit. You can see kind of dirty. It's on a snake chain, lobster claw clasp, but you know, it's just gold tone. You can see that it's losing its color there. So I would probably just put that in a lot. Oh my God, this is magnetic. This is gonna be a big friggin' mess, I can already tell you. Yay. See if I can get some stuff out of here to simplify my life. We'll come back to this disaster of a thing. Ooh, it came out. Okay, I'm setting that to the side. Okay. Here we have an express necklace that looks like that. Although, you know, express can be quite cheap because, you know, even on these little dangles down here, you know, that's probably glass. But, you know, this dangle, you know, the back side is just so yucky looking. And obviously on the necklace, it can flip around back or front. Like these, no matter which side you flip them, look good. But this one definitely has a front and back, and I just think that's a cheap way to make jewelry. But express is not going to be high foo-foo fancy. It does have a little, you know, crystal accent there, an express hang tag, and not including the extender, 15 to 16. So it looks like, you see, it looked ugly the way I put it in there because it didn't lay right. That's annoying. So it's looking like that. Okay, now that is huge. Probably some dyed howlite there in a pear-shaped or teardrop. Some little ball accents along the back. Stretch ring. Obviously could be multiple sizes, but oh my gosh, that is probably the biggest ring I've ever, oh, it's probably not the biggest. I have bigger, I mean, I don't wear them, but I have seen bigger ones, but this one's pretty darn big. All right, I got a pair of clip back earrings, silver tone. They're really light. They have a, you know, a texture on them that when wearing in the ears, the lines go from left to right. I'm finishing this pile and we're stopping the video for today, and I'll have to come back with a part 2 and possibly a part 3. I don't know. Okay. So this hangs like that. It's just a crystal. It's interesting because it's like 3 rings that are in there and kind of intertwined. Definitely just costume jewelry because it's losing its gold tone, but I think I see a 925 mark back here. So is that vermeil that already looks crappy? I don't know. Let me use my jeweler's loupe. Okay, it says 925 RSE, but I don't trust that for anything. Something being stamped with 925 these days means nothing to me because, you know, so often it's not. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's just tarnished. Maybe it gets gold again. Let's see. Oh, well, maybe it really isn't losing its. It is not silver. I thought it was turning silver. You know, like it's losing the vermeil. But now, as I show you, let me show you close up. It doesn't look silver at all. So, okay, now I do believe this is sterling silver, vermeil. We definitely have, you know, purity marks right there. It just says 925 and on the clasp, that is. 925 Italy RSE, whatever brand that is. Hold on. Okay, I lied. Maybe I was just hitting the metal. Oh, God, no wonder. Look, it turned off on me. I'm going to turn it back on, and I will come back to that. Okay, I'll test that in a second. Got a little Cupid here with the year 2000 on it. Got, it appears to be some type of brass hammered bracelet. Sorry, I'm trying to put it on so you can see how it looks. So it kind of looks like that. I don't know. I mean, I like dainty things, so like I like this. It's simple. I just would make it smaller. But that's just a very simple bangle. Okay. Cooperate, please. Let me just make sure we're calibrated okay here. All right, let me try this again. Attempt number 2 on the mystery gemstones. There's no way these are diamonds. This has got to be moissanite. It's not hitting the metal, or it'd be beeping. God, I'm so surprised because it's definitely going to moissanite every time I put this on a stone. Okay, so I'm surprised because, oh, that time I hit metal. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There's no way those are diamonds. Because it wouldn't be on sterling silver. But, you know, for what I originally thought, because it was so dirty, was literally just costume jewelry, is so not. It's a good lesson not to rush through this stuff, because I literally thought it was costume jewelry, gold tone, rubbing off, just cheap. Okay, we live and we learn. I'll research that. Here's that necklace that It does have a magnetic clasp here, so it was like grabbing onto everything. Sort of a mixed metal. A lovely gift of a hair there. This is a multi-strand, 16-inch approximately. Lots of different colors and textures. So that's interesting. Okay. No brand on that. This looks like howlite to me. It is cold, but there's no metal purity mark on there. It's not magnetic, so I'll still test it. But anyways, just on a very simple oval link chain, I would say probably about it's 15 inches before the extender, which is 2 inches approximately. So that's what that's looking like. Okay. This is a very pretty gemstone, crystal, I'm sure. It's not a gemstone. No, it just registers as glass. But it's pretty. Nice little medallion hanging there on this simple lobster claw clasp. About a 3-inch extender. And the necklace minus the extender is about 18 inches, I'm guessing. Yes, 18 inches. But, you know, this is cold and heavy. I mean, it's glass. It's nice. It's nice costume jewelry. Okay. Okay. We've got what appears to be cubic zirconia, kind of a little pear-shaped, 3 of them hanging down. This has got a Monet hang tag. Okay, lobster claw clasp. But, you know, it's gold tone, but it's in really good condition. It's actually quite lovely. So, looks like that. That is definitely cubic zirconia, though. 16-inch chain before the extender. It might even be shorter than that. Hold on. Yeah, it's about 16 inches. Maybe just a tad shorter. But I think that's a nice little Monet necklace. Okay. Oh, I don't need to throw that back there. That's not an earring. That's a pin that says Pennsylvania. It's so shiny. It makes it so hard to read it. 2002. Knights of Columbus, 2002. That must be some sort of men's group, you know, like the Mason, whatever you call the people. I don't know anything about it, but there's that. Just ignore all the unknowledgeable comments I make. See, this is more of the material stuff that I'm talking about that I don't love. Like, I don't know whose body and sweat and whatever this was worn on. Oh, VIDA bracelets is what that little tag says. I bet you this is the same brand. Yeah. Same brand, except this one's got some gold tone details on it. Just little cord braided bracelets. A lovely leather band here. Necklace band. Oh, my back is killing me. Okay, so I think it hangs something like that. Definitely is losing some of its color on some of those. Got some loose chains with nothing hanging from them on purpose. And then it's got this very long cord, leather cord with an extension. All right, this is going in a lot. No one is going to want to ever buy this individually. 20 inches for the actual necklace part of it. Okay. Of course, the magnet is sticking to everything. Trying to get it to hang right so that the crystals on those little flowers are face up. There we go. So there's little crystals in the center of those flowers. So multi-strand, 2-strand, gold tone bracelet, necklace. It's got multiple little extender spots back here on the chain. And total costume jewelry because it's magnetic. Oh, this one isn't magnetic. Oh, I thought that one is. Okay, well, maybe I need to investigate this and see if this is some type of plating or something. But those are pretty. I like the daintiness of the whole thing. It's in good condition. Another faux leather or leather. This is probably something like paparazzi or something. A little choker. But literally brand new. Like, it has not been worn by anybody. So, looks like you can change the size for clipping it around the neck. Somebody obviously buys this choker leather stuff because I always see them in bags. It says American Eagle. Also new, brand new, little choker, gold tone. Looks like we have here a really nice, actually, Christmas tree pin. Doesn't appear to be missing any crystals. I do not see a maker on the back there. But it's very nice. I like it. Okay. A lot of this jewelry, I've had a lot of like brooches that have sort of this white chain. This is definitely vintage because I can see some kind of dirtiness there. But you know, this sort of white chain, enameled sort of, this is essentially enameled chain. I think is very vintage. Some Monet pieces have that. It's got a spring ring clasp here. There are parts of it that are in really good condition. Maybe it just needs to be cleaned. But that's what it's looking like. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a pine cone, so that's kind of cool. I don't see a pine cone pendant very often. Magnetic, so just costume jewelry on like a, I don't know, a rope twisted. It's like twisting it in circles. Chain. No hang tag or anything, and no precious metal. The whole thing is just costume jewelry. 18 inches for that. But I don't know. I like the whole pine cone concept. I don't see that very often. Okay, a pair of just cheap earrings, still on card. Oh, but this says Coach. But maybe these actual earrings aren't Coach, because you see how there was a line drawn through it? And anyone can put an earring on a card. These just look cheap to me. Nothing special. That's interesting. Yeah. My gut instinct is that's probably not Coach. This is an 18-inch chain. This is just a church cross with some blue. You know, this is like stainless steel, my guess. Definitely magnetic, cheap. But, you know, for someone who wants a church cross, there you go. These look very cheap. They're like plastic, kind of three-dimensional, kind of like resin, I guess. Yeah, just earrings. Okay, well, here's a set of the world's cheapest purple round earring. I mean, like they are plastic. You got a United States pin here. Sort of enameled. You know, it's like it starts to yellow after a while. That sort of, you know, poly coating or enamel coating that they put on there. I don't know. I guess that's how you can tell some of the older ones. Here's a pair of cheap costume jewelry. This is just plastic. Dangle, big statement earrings, but they're just plastic. This is on a very, very, very long leather cord, like 4 feet long total, to where it ties up at the top. This looks like howlite, but I don't even think it's an actual stone. I think it's plastic, in my opinion. Okay, I have some of these. This is a really nice brass mother of pearl and brass inlaid bangle. Very large, way bigger than what I would wear. I'm guessing, you know, like an 8.5 inch. I'm not going to get my measuring thing out. My back's killing me. I'm just moving on. But that's a nice bangle. Another flag pin. I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if this is sterling, just the way it's tarnishing. And the way it cleans right up. Look at that, bam. This is an earring of some type. I don't have the other earring at this moment, but these are pretty significant. Let me look. Let's see if I see a metal purity mark. I do not see a metal purity mark, but I still believe they're sterling. I mean, it's just not finding them because they're pretty significant. I wonder if that's onyx. No, just glass. Okay, well, something to investigate, that's for sure. Okay, we've got a dangle here effect going on this it's a multi-layer, 2-layer necklace, but they're the same length. So yeah, it just kind of, and it looks like you attach it down here. And then, oh, okay, what do you think? Definitely not sterling silver? What do you think? Let's see what else is not sterling silver. Just one big ball chain. What else is not sterling silver? This big necklace. Let's see if I can figure out how it lays. Oh. So it's like double strand, and then it's you know, you go about a foot and it's got some of those, and you go about a foot and it's got some of those. So the full length of this is long. I can't get my magnet to come off of it. I do not see any sort of hang tag or anything. Wow. That's a lot of necklace. Okay. I think this is broken. I can't imagine, because it's got no metal. Oh, I already know it's not magnetic. This says 80R. Like the 0 has a line through it, I guess. Maybe it's not broken. Maybe it's supposed to hang like that and then have this piece that hangs down. And because it's attached right there. I thought it was broken. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to stop right there for today's video because my back's killing me. But real quick, let me just show you some of the more valuable or favorite pieces from this today. Sort of some goodies from today. So that was part 1 of this jewelry mystery unbagging. It'll probably be 3 parts. Just, I'm sorry. Probably will be. Y'all have a great day.